The world is a great movie to watch, but you don't want to sleepwalk through life.
What are, say, 3 pieces of advice you would give to people who are looking to succeed in business?
Well, by far the best investment you can make is in yourself. For example, communication skills. I tell the students that come that they're going to graduate schools and business and they're learning all these complicated formulas and all that. If they just learn to communicate better, and both in writing and in person, they increase their value at least 50%. If you can't communicate, somebody says, it's like winking at a girl in the dark. Nothing happens, basically. And you have to be able to get forth your ideas. And that's relatively easy. I did it myself with the Dale Carnegie course. It's just hugely important. And if you invest in yourself, nobody can take it away from you. I mean,
As you can. I mean, you're your own biggest asset by far. I mean, you've got all kinds of potential. All the people in this room, you're lucky to be in this country, gotten a good education, but most people go through life using up a very, very small part of their potential. And so anything you do that invests in yourself, that's the best investment you can possibly make. And when I was in high school, I really only had 2 things on my mind: girls and cars. and I wasn't doing very well with girls, so we'll talk about cars. But let's just imagine that when we finish, I'm going to let each one of you pick out the car of your choice. Sounds good, doesn't it? Pick it out, any color, you name it. It'll be tied up with a bow, and it'll be at your house tomorrow. And you say, well, what's the catch? And the catch is that it's the only car you're going to get in your lifetime. Now, what are you going to do knowing that that's the only car you're ever going to have and you love that car? You're going to take care of it like you cannot believe. Now, what I'd like to suggest is you're not going to get only one car in your lifetime, but you're going to get one body and one mind, and that's all you're going to get. And that body and mind feels terrific now, but it has to last you a lifetime.
You can't start taking care of it when you're 50. By that time, you'll have rusted out if you haven't done anything. So you should really make sure that you just remember that you just got one mind and body to get through life with and to do the most with it. The most important thing, aside from the things I've talked about already, is really who you associate with. You want to associate with people that are better than you are. I mean, basically, you'll go in the direction of the people that you associate with. And you want to have the right heroes. You want people, if you want to emulate somebody, you better pick very carefully who you want to emulate. And obviously, you can't pick your parents. They're going to have an enormous influence on you, but you don't get a choice on that. But you get choices as you go down the line, and who you admire, who you want to copy. And the most important for most people in terms of that decision is their spouse. It's also important in terms of a partner in business, but the partner in life is the most important one. You want to pick a spouse that's better than you are, and then he or she, and you hope they don't figure it out too fast.
And then I would follow my passion. I mean, whatever turns you on. I was lucky. I found something early that turned me on. But you don't want to take a job just for the money. You don't want to take a job for an organization that you really don't feel good about, or work for people that you don't feel good about. You really want to be excited when you get out of bed every morning. And it won't necessarily be the job that you have 10 years later, but you'll be learning so much as you go along. And I took a job with Ben Graham, my hero. I never asked the salary, and I found at the end of the month when I got my first paycheck what I was earning, because I just knew it was the right thing to be doing. So I would follow your passion.
Warren, how would you define true success?
Well, I've said many times that if you get to be 65 or 70 and later, and the people that you want to have love you actually do love you, you're a success.
I mean, you have lived a successful life if, as you get older, the people that you hope love you do. And that includes your family, your business associates, all kinds of people. And the converse of that is that I know people enormously wealthy, they get schools named after them, and they get dinners in their honor, all that sort of thing. And the truth is that nobody thinks a thing of them. And I have to believe they know that, and that everything gets quite hollow in their life at that point. And they've got all these markers, and there's people on the Forbes 400, that are in that category. And I've seen them in very ordinary jobs, all all kinds of situations. If the people around them love them, they feel very successful. The truth is that I'm here in my position as a matter of luck. When I was born in 1930, the odds were probably 40-1 against me being born in the United States. I did win the ovarian lottery on that first day, and on top of that, I was male. Put that down as another 50-50 shot, and now the odds are 80-1 against being born a male in the United States. And it was enormously important in my whole life. To think that that makes me superior to anyone else as a human being is just, I can't follow that line of reasoning. The world is a great movie to watch, but you don't want to sleepwalk through life. The important thing to do is to look for the job you would take if you didn't need a job. And life is wonderful then. I mean, you know, you jump out of bed in the morning because you're really looking forward to the day. I have, for over 60 years, been able to tap dance to work just because I'm doing what I love doing, and I just feel very, very lucky. Okay, class dismissed.
오늘은 미국의 사업가이자 자선가, 투자 역사상 가장 뛰어난 투자가라고 불리는 워렌 버핏의 인생 조언에 관하여 말씀드렸습니다. 버핏은 뛰어난 투자자이기도 하지만 삶을 대하는 태도가 매우 지혜롭습니다. 앞서 버핏이 말한 조언 중 3가지만 추려보자면, 첫째, 자신에게 투자하라. 둘째, 본인의 몸과 마음을 소중히 다뤄라. 셋째, 사랑받는 인생이 성공한 인생이다. 저는 이 3가지가 가장 중요하다고 생각합니다. 첫째, 자신에게 투자하라입니다. 제 생각에도 인생을 살아가는 데 있어서 자신에게 투자하는 건 가장 중요한 것 같습니다. 최대한 많은 경험을 해보고 가보지 않은 곳을 가보고 모르는 것에 있어서 배움에 투자하는 건 앞으로 있을 모든 일들에 도움을 준다고 생각합니다. 버핏이 말한 기본적인 의사소통 능력 같은 것을 말이죠. 저 같은 경우에는 유튜브를 하기 위해 영상 편집과 디자인을 돈 주고 투자해서 배웠습니다. 그래서 원활하게 유튜브를 할 수 있게 됐죠. 제가 만약 이런 투자를 하지 않았더라면 지금과 같은 결과는 절대로 없었을 거라고 생각합니다. 만약 여러분들이 본인에게 투자하지 않는다면 앞으로 남은 인생은 지난날과 다를 바 없을 거라고 생각합니다. 만약 여러분들이 원하는 바가 분명하게 존재하고 큰 야망을 품고 있다면 성공하기 위한 최고의 방법은 바로 자기 자신에게 투자하는 것 같습니다. 두 번째는 본인의 몸과 마음을 소중하게 다뤄라 입니다. 생각보다 이를 망각하고 자기 몸을 아무렇지 않게 다루는 사람들이 매우 많습니다. 저도 최근에는 잠을 줄이고 먹고 싶은 대로 막 먹었었어요. 이 결과로 과민성 대장증후군이라는 만성질환이 생겼죠. 그래서 저는 지금부터 다시는 돌아오지 않을 지금의 제 몸과 마음을 소중하게 다룰 계획입니다. 버핏의 말처럼 몸과 마음은 한번 받은 뒤로 다시는 바꿀 수가 없습니다. 여러분들이 죽기 직전까지 가지고 가야 할 소중한 재산이에요. 따지고 보면 그 누구에게도 절대로 줄 수 없는 유일한 재산입니다. 여러분들의 몸과 마음을 소중하게 다루길 바랍니다. 마지막으로 사랑받는 인생이 성공한 인생이다입니다. 워렌 버핏은 진정한 성공을 돈이나 사업 같은 일이 아니라 다른 사람들과의 유대와 사랑으로 가득 찬 삶이 더 가치 있다고 말했습니다. 저는 워렌 버핏이 이렇게 말한 이유가 행복에 기여하는 많은 부분들이 돈이나 일보다도 인간관계에서 더 많이 가지고 있기 때문이라고 생각합니다. 이거는 각자 생각하기 나름이겠죠. 그래서 저는 인생에서 성공을 위해 노력하는 것도 중요하지만 주변 사람들에게 사랑받고 유대를 가지는 게 더 중요한 것 같습니다. 우리는 결국 행복하기 위해 살기 때문이죠. 가장 좋은 건 성공을 성취하면서 주변 사람들과 유대를 가지는 게 아닐까 싶습니다. 오늘 하루는 주변 사람들에게 평소에 말 못한 감사한 마음들을 표현해보는 건 어떨까요? 감사합니다.